We know that the market was flat in yesterday's trading session. I haven't seen the numbers today. Could you talk us through market activity today?
Turnover was slightly down, not just really slightly down. Yesterday was around 627 million. Today it's around 300 and something million shillings. So there's a bit of a reduced activity there. And the market in general ended up at 3,585, which is lower than the 3,599 that we saw yesterday. Generally, the decline was more than the advances, but it's a trend that we've been seeing as the market starts correcting from the bull run or the mini bull run that we had from the beginning of March up to now. The largest trader again was East Africa Breweries, which had a block trade of 153 million from foreign investors who were buying into the company.
Let's talk on those foreign investors. Like you say, there's been a bit of a bull run on the market. Those foreign investors were seen to be the ones driving this uptick. Could we perhaps see further gains coming through on the bourse because of these foreign investors?
It depends on their risk perception. If you look at what is happening globally, Europe is falling back into recession. They're having the elections, and it looks like it's about to tear into pieces the puzzle that was well knit, which is having effect on China. Europe is the biggest supplier or biggest customer for China, and the US economy also is not that sound. So you find in recent weeks most investors have been moving to their safe haven currencies like the US dollar, and you find that effect of the risk appetite reducing might actually see foreigners also reducing the participation as we go further into the year. So it has been sustained by foreigners, naturally through research and studies that have been done. Foreign activity in a bourse between two foreigners will not have an impact. It actually brings stability to the market. But when foreigners start selling to domestic investors, that's when you start seeing the impact on the market, especially negative impact on the market. So we just need to watch risk appetite globally. If the US dollar continues to strengthen, if assets continue to move to the yen and the dollar, then we might see an impact on the Nairobi Stock Exchange as foreigners reduce their activity as we go along.
Let's talk a bit on Kenyan Market. We've got a foreign company coming in, Puma Energy, wanting to buy a majority stake in the company. There's also talk of a delisting of that company on the NSE 20. Talk us through what you think of Kenyan Market and perhaps this agreement that's likely to happen.
Kenyan Market is a sound company with a regional footprint. Therefore, they've geographically diversified their business line, and they've also diversified their products just from mainly retail of petrol. They have dealing desks in many countries, and their lubricants are also beginning to increase in terms of share of contribution to revenue. But in terms of company fundamentals, it's a company that is strategically placed for huge growth, especially the region is put in a place where East Africa is considered as going to be the fastest growing region in Africa. So geographically they are placed well. They have enough footprint in all the East African countries. The agreement that has come in, it's a foreign company, Puma, who has seen an opportunity, and Kenyan Market in a place where they need more funding and they don't want to keep on going back to the market for a rights issue or doing this and that to raise money or issue commercial paper. You get a foreign or you get a stable investor, whether foreign or local, to come in and anchor your shareholding. One, it will reduce the cost of your borrowing. Two, you have a shareholder who is financially stable and can pump in more money into the company for their expansion and their growth strategy. So it is a plus for Kenyan Market. They have been suspended from trading, so at least there will be no manipulation of the price when the deal actually falls through.
Another darling of foreign investors is Safaricom. It's expected out with results in tomorrow's trading session. What are your expectations on that front?
Ceteris paribus, I don't expect much growth from them. I expect maybe between 4.5 to 5.5% growth in total revenue, with increasing revenue from data. I think M-Pesa is about to reach the part where it's plateauing, where it's reaching its maximum. So I don't expect much growth from M-Pesa from their half-year results. SMS revenue will also continue coming down because of mobile applications like WhatsApp, with people going on using BlackBerry messengers. People tend to use less of SMS. EBITDA should fall down by close to 9–8%, and overall their net profit should be lower than last year by close to maybe 15 to 20%. However, if the tariff increase that they did was coupled by increase in volume on their voice and their data, which accounts for 63 to 65% of the revenue, then they should be able to reduce the impact on their financials. The exchange rate losses they suffered by half year should also have reversed by the time they are announcing their full year results because of the appreciation of the shilling. So the impact won't be so much. We're expecting close to a 40% drop in net profit, but it might be moderated to around 20–15%.